Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new series of aircraft reviews for WarThunder, mostly simulator mode. And the aircraft I'm going to review today is the A6M3 let's talk about this plane's history. And just grab a little paper, I have some things noted. Okay, this plane has a Nakajima Psyche 21 1130 horsepower engine, has two 7.7 machine guns and two 20mm machine guns. It has plus 100 rounds at the previous models, which is nice, considering how fast they run out. It's an extremely light plane, a very good turret fighter, but it catches on fire pretty easily because it doesn't have self-seal fuel tanks. This model has less fuel capacity, that's why it turns better than the previous models. And this aircraft, the A6M in general, not this model, was built in 10,000 numbers from 1940 to 1945, and the Imperial Navy used it mostly for their naval combats against the Americans and other nations. First flight was July 1939. Chief designer Jiro Hikoshi, manufacturer Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. Okay, let's take a look at this airplane's characteristics in the hangar. Maximum speed 627 kilometers. This shouldn't go over 660 kilometers or it will break its wings off. Max altitude 1100 meters. Turn time 15.8 seconds, which is extremely good. Even bioplanes turn that well. Rate of climb 13.3 meters. So. Could be better though. Takeoff run 288 meters. Armament preset 2, we can carry two 60 kilogram bombs. It has two 20mm, Type 99 Mark II cannons and two 7.7s at the nose. 1400 rounds, which is pretty good for machine guns. Maximum repair cost 10,892 lions on simulator, pay attention. Let's see, my previous simulator battle, that wasn't good, I didn't shoot anything down. Okay, let's look at this one. Battle activity 56%, A6M3 Reisen Mod.22. I'm not sure I shot down anybody, I probably have shot down somebody. I earned 14,000 eagles with premium. Without premium I would have earned around 10,000, something like that, which is nice. Overall it has a decent repair cost on sim mode. And we're gonna take a look on how the plane performs in the game itself. Okay, so this is a little gameplay I took from a replay of mine. And what is going on here is I got in a kind of a fur ball and I'm engaging a BL fighter over here. BL fighter, again, it doesn't have self-sealing fuel tanks because Germans taught that to the Brits because they all got set on fire. And as you're about to see, that thing gets caught on fire pretty easily. There we go. That's the 20 mils of the Zero working right there. And as you can see, there's a Typhoon on my 6, which I get behind it pretty quickly. Typhoon doesn't have the best turn rate, but I got behind it after a short while. Usually if it's planes that have a difference of like 1 or 2 seconds of turn rate, it takes quite a bit to get behind them. As you can see, I messed up the thing really badly with the help of my mate over here. But there you see him getting rid of the missiles because they weigh a bit. And this guy got too close for comfort, so I broke off. That's what happens when you want to share a kill. Overall visibility on the cockpit is not the best, because the gun sights, in my opinion, is too low. It should be a little higher so you can see where your enemy is going in a turret fight. This case is not a turret fight, this is a pure turkey shoot. There we go. Self-sealing fuel tanks for the win, because that thing got set on fire easily. There we go, he crashed on that mountain. Okay, let's take a look at the cockpit. Now, visibility to the rear is not bad at all. It's rather good, because you can see your back really easily. Visibility to the sides is good in general. To the front, it's not great, but it's good as well because you can see everything. If you want to look left, just move your player a bit up. To the right goes the same, even though you cannot see that much. You could just go up when you're landing on a carrier, like I'm about to show you. So this is a screwy landing I did on a carrier because I hate landing on those dead things. Lucky for me, I had a hook on the rear part of the plane which attaches to the wires on the deck, so they break the airplane and immediately you just have to tail strike the whole thing. Obviously not, it's just a way of speaking, but as you're about to see, visibility to the front is nice. Instead of doing this, it's more handy just keeping it like this, and there we go. I'm grabbed and I'm repairing. We've seen what this aircraft can do for now. It's simple, like any other fighter. It finishes off enemies at its tier rather quickly because of its good armament. And we'll head over to the score table and give it some points and see how it adds up. Okay, this is it. This is a final scoreboard which I attributed to the A6M3 based on community input and my own. So armament 0.6. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. But it goes against airplanes that tend to have better armament, like Typhoon Mark 1 or 2B, I'm not sure. It has 420 mils and a lot of ammo. Top speed, it's good, but it's not the best. Engine, it can hold itself in a fight, and it can bring the plane up really quickly. Turn rate, it's the best, so I give it 1 out of 1. Roll rate, it's good, but it could be better for a light plane. It just has tiny ailerons. Spin stall recovery, it weighs as much as a feather, so it's really easy to take out of a stall, and it just doesn't spin. You need to push it really hard for it to spin. Energy retention, it's paper, so it cannot fight drag. Cockpit visibility, it has too much metal in front of it, but it could be better. The protection or armor, it just doesn't have any, just have shreds of aluminium and wood and an engine block in front of the pilot to protect him. And repair costs, well, it makes slightly more money than it costs to repair, so I'll give it a 0.6. And the final score I attributed to this plane is 6.1. I think it's a fair score to the fighter. I hope you like this. This is the first video. There will be more, I promise you. And I will eventually get better at this, so like and subscribe. Anything you want to point out, just comment.